Hi, I'm Ben Schwartz. Today we're going to answer a question from Bob in Wilmington, Delaware. Bob wrote in, he said, can you please do a video on this topic? I understand that the police can lie to suspects to get them to confess. Can suspects lie to the police? And it's a really good question. And I have to tell you, Bob, that there's a double standard in America. There's one standard for police and there's another standard for regular citizens. And I was thinking about your question, and I think it's really a very insightful question, and it's not something that I've really sort of thought about before. But yes, the police can lie to suspects. The police lie all the time. Even some of the, think about some of the concepts that we have for police work. Think about undercover police officers. What does an undercover cop do? An undercover cop goes, infiltrates the mob, becomes a made member. An undercover cop goes out maybe and buys, drugs from a drug dealer, poses as a drug user in order to get intel, in order to get information about criminal activity. Those are things where you're living a lie if you're doing that. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's immoral. I'm saying that it's not honest. It's not truthful. You're pretending to be something that you're not. Maybe it's for the greater good of society. Maybe it's your job. Maybe you've got reasons why you do it. And maybe the courts have reasons why they allow it, but it's not honest. It's a lie. Police lie to suspects all the time. Police will, in our cases that we handle, police will round up 2 or 3 people that they suspect have committed a crime, and they'll separate them, interrogate them separately, and tell each one, well, your buddy ratted you out, your buddy told us everything that happened, that's how we have this information, and if you don't talk, then you're going away forever, you're going away for a long time, and there's nothing we can do to help you. Police will tell our clients in these interrogations, just help yourself, we're here to help you. You confess and it's going to help you. We'll help you get a better sentence. We'll intervene with the prosecutor. Police have no power to do these things. They lie to suspects all the time to get them to confess. Is it right? Is it wrong? That's really for you to decide. But the interesting thing is there is a double standard. The police can lie to you. You cannot lie to police. You should never lie to police. And right now I'm in my office in one of my offices in Delaware. I'm in the Dover, Delaware office. I just hopped on the computer and pulled up the Delaware code and took a look at the law, as it relates to people lying to police. There's actually a Delaware code provision, Title 11, Section 1245, capital A, called providing a false statement to law enforcement. And it's either a Class G felony or Class A misdemeanor. And essentially the law says if you provide a false statement to the police, either you're committing a felony or you're committing a misdemeanor. Either way, it's illegal. So this is a law that not only is a state level law in the state of Delaware, it's a law where I believe every state has a law of a similar nature. And in fact, if you look at municipalities, you look at towns and cities, they have municipal laws relating to providing false statements to law enforcement officers too. And I got to tell you, I've been practicing law for a long time. I've been practicing law for almost 20 years. I've handled a lot of criminal cases in that time, many felony cases, many misdemeanor cases. And it's never really occurred to me until I read this email inquiry, this question from a viewer. It's never really struck me that there is this double standard, and I think it's very strange. I don't think we should have a double standard. I don't think that you should treat people differently whether they're law enforcement officers or not law enforcement officers. But I'd be interested to know what you think. Send me an email. My email address is mail, M-A-I-L, @benschwartz.com. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section to this video. I'm interested to know what people think. Oftentimes when I do a video about a law enforcement topic, I'll have law enforcement officers. If you're a police officer, probation officer, prosecutor, I'm interested to know your thoughts on this subject. How do you feel if you're an undercover cop or if you're a detective and you're interrogating suspects and you're lying to them and you know that you're not telling them the truth, how do you feel? Do you feel like you're doing the right thing, or do you feel like it's not the right thing and you want to get out of doing that type of work? I'm interested to know what folks out there have to say about this. If you're a defendant or you've been a defendant in a criminal case and you've had law enforcement lie to you, or if you, in the past, you had a case yourself where you were arrested and charged with this crime or a similar crime in another state, what happened in your case? Did you have a successful result? Let me know. I'm interested to know. I think it's a really interesting topic. And why is there a double standard? Well, this has been another 10 with Ben episode. Hope you found it interesting and informative. If you have questions about the law practice, legal rights that you would like me to do a video about, send me an email, mail@benschwartz.com. Thanks for watching.